Dr. Y. Sarada, Professor, Department of Mathematics, Anna University. Her area of specialization is applied probability and stochastic modeling. She has about 25 research publications in national and international journals. She has guided students for research projects. She has delivered lectures in her area of specialization in many institutions.
Welcome to the UGC lecture series on queuing and reliability. Presently, we are looking into the queuing models. We started with the single server Markovian model. As a quick recap, we assume that the arrivals and departures are Poisson with the rates lambda and mu, with the mean inter-arrival times 1 by lambda and the service times average is 1 by mu. We got started with the generalized Poisson queuing model with the balance equations lambda naught p naught equal to mu 1 p1 in the case when n equal to 0, and lambda n plus mu n times pn is equal to lambda n minus 1 pn minus 1 plus mu n plus 1 into pn plus 1. This is the case when n equal to 1, 2, 3 and so on. We got the steady state probabilities of finding n customers in the system as Pn, which is equal to lambda naught, lambda 1, lambda 2 and so on, lambda n minus 1 divided by mu 1, mu 2 and so on, mu n into P naught, with P naught equal to 1 by 1 plus lambda naught by mu 1 plus lambda naught lambda 1 by mu 1 into mu 2 and so on to infinity, where we assume the rates to be lambda n equal to lambda and mu n equal to mu for this single server infinite capacity model. We assumed that rho equal to lambda by mu, which gave us P naught as 1 minus rho, and the general form for Pn we derived it as rho power n into 1 minus rho when rho is less than 1. So, rho less than 1 is a must or is a steady state condition which is mandatory in order to discuss the performance measures for a Markovian queuing model, single server model, particularly the performance measures of the system. The performance measures we saw, Ls is given by rho by 1 minus rho, Lq is given by rho square by 1 minus rho, where Ls is the expected system size in the steady state and Lq is the expected Q size in the steady state. Using the Little's formula, we went on to write Ws as Ls by lambda, which is equal to 1 by mu into 1 minus rho, and Wq is given as Lq by lambda, which is rho by mu into 1 minus rho. We just saw the expected Q size of a non-empty queue, where Lq dash is the notation used. It is described by expectation of NQ under the condition that NQ is not equal to 0. For this, we had to find Pn dash, the probability that n customers are there in the system. So, Lq dash was found to be mu by mu minus lambda. Lq dash, we need to find Pn dash. So, Pn dash was described as Pn by 1 minus P naught minus P1, where 1 minus P naught minus P1, using the expression we got for Pn, we see that it is clubbed with 1 plus rho, and it is nothing but 1 minus of 1 minus rho into 1 plus rho, which is 1 minus of 1 minus rho square equal to rho square. So, plug in this expression back and we get this as Pn by 1 minus P naught minus P1, which will be Pn by rho square, and Pn is rho power n minus 2 into P naught. So, after some simplification, we saw that Lq dash is obtained as mu by mu minus lambda. So, you see that Lq, Wq, Ls, Lq dash, all these expressions are in terms of lambda and mu, the arrival and the service rates. So, it is important that in the case of problems, I am just cautioning you that any error made in finding or decoding the values of lambda and mu, your whole answers, namely the performance measures, may go wrong. So, now we will see another example. First example we saw with finding the server being busy and the performance measures. This is an example we see where we have customers arrive at a one-man barber shop according to a Poisson process with the mean inter-arrival time of 12 minutes. Customers spend an average of 10 minutes in the barber's chair. We went on to answer two questions here. What is the expected number of customers in the barber shop and in the queue? So, for this we saw lambda is 1 by 12 and mu is 1 by 10, and so that rho is lambda by mu, which is 5 by 6. So, it satisfies the steady state condition that rho is less than 1. Hence, we can discuss the performance measures or the steady state probabilities to start with. So, we have LS, which is rho by 1 minus rho, which is 5 persons, and LQ, which is rho square by 1 minus rho, 4 persons. Now, to calculate the percentage of time, an arrival can walk straight into the barber's chair without having to wait. So, when does a newly arriving customer does not wait? Only when the system is empty. So, P naught is the probability of finding no customer in the system. So, P naught is 1 minus rho, which is 1 minus of 5 by 6 is rho. So, we get 1 by 6. Now, how much time can a customer expect to spend in the barber shop? So, this is nothing but we are asking for the expected waiting time of a newly arriving customer in the system. So, we have WS is the performance measure, which is given by LS by lambda, or it is 1 by mu minus lambda. Substituting for lambda and mu, we get 60 minutes or 1 hour. That is the waiting time. Suppose we have another question here. Management will provide another chair and give another barber when a customer's waiting time in the shop exceeds 1.25 hours. How much must the average rate of arrivals increase to warrant a second barber? Now, we observe that here 1.25 hours is nothing but 75 minutes. So, the question actually is you are required to find a new arrival rate, namely how much must the average rate of arrivals increase, so to warrant a second barber. So, we have to find the new arrival rate such that the LS, which is the expected system size in the steady state, so which is greater than 75. So, we have LS equal to 1 by mu minus lambda dash, which is greater than 75, or in other words we have 75 times mu minus 75 times lambda dash. 75 times mu is 1 by 10 here. So, we get 7.5 minus 75 lambda dash to be less than 1. So, this will give us lambda dash to be greater than 0.866 units. So, the increase in the arrival rate should be 6.5 by 75 minus 1 by 12, which comes to 1 by 300 minutes. Now, what is the average time customers spend in the queue? That is the next question which is to be answered. So, this is nothing but the performance measure WQ, which is given by LQ by lambda. So, but then in terms of lambda and mu, we found that this expression WQ is nothing but rho by mu into 1 minus rho, and we have this is to be 5 by 6, that is rho, and mu is 1 by 10 as already observed, and then this is 1 minus 5 by 6, which is 1 by 6. So, we have 50 minutes to be the waiting time in the steady state on an average of a customer in the queue, namely WQ. So, this is the question which was asked, what is the average time customers spend in the queue, so which is 50 minutes. Now, another question is calculate the percentage of customers who have to wait prior to getting into the barber's chair. So, that is here percentage is given. So, as I already observed, the probability can be termed as percentage or fraction of time or proportion and so on. So, these are all the synonyms which can be used for probability. So, the question is now calculate the percentage of customers. So, it is again the probability of customers who have to wait prior to getting into the barber's chair. So, before getting into the service, what is the probability of the customers having to wait? So, we have been asked about the probability of having to wait for service. So, then what this is a single server model. So, what is that we need? The customer will wait only when there is at least one customer is there in the system. Namely, any new arrival into the system has to wait when there is at least one customer in the system. So, what is the probability of finding this situation? So, that is, in other words, in terms of the jargon what we have been using, this is nothing but probability of n greater than or equal to 1. So, n is the random variable which discusses the number of customers in the steady state in the system. So, we have to find P of n greater than or equal to 1, but this is same as writing probability of finding one customer in the system, or there can be two customers in the system, or there can be three customers in the system, and so on. But each one of these events is mutually exclusive. So, when you are trying to find the probability of such a union of such events, infinite number of possibilities are there here, because there is no restriction in the on the number accommodated in the system. So, the number can be starting from 1, because there should be at least one customer in the system. So, either n can be 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 and so on. Because these are all mutually exclusive events, the probability of such a combination of mutually exclusive events will be the sum of the individual probabilities. So, we are actually trying to write the following expression or probability, namely P of n greater than or equal to 1 is equal to P of n equal to 1, which is P1, plus P of n equal to 2, which is P2 in the notation used, and so on to infinity. But all this is nothing but 1 minus of P naught. Why? Because this is the complementary event of P of n greater than or equal to 1. So, P of n greater than or equal to 1 can be written as 1 minus of P of n less than 1. But n less than 1 is the event that n can be 0 only. That is, there is no customer in the system, which is nothing but in our notation is P naught. So, what we have to compute is 1 minus P naught. And what is P naught? P naught is 1 minus rho, and this quantity is essentially giving us rho. Can you see that here we have 1 minus P naught, and which is nothing but 1 minus rho is P naught. I substitute that here, and 1 gets cancelled out here, we are given only rho. So, but value of the rho is 5 by 6. Thus, we have computed this probability of customers who have to wait prior to getting into the barber's chair is nothing but rho, which is 5 by 6. So, one more expression or quantity which we have to find is what is the probability that more than 3 customers are there in the system. So, you just think it over. Let us take a short break here. Welcome back after the break. So, the question asked is, what is the probability that more than 3 customers are there in the system? So, what we are asking here is mathematically P of n greater than 3, but this is nothing but rho power 3 plus 1. So, that is rho power 4. We already know about rho, which is 5 by 6. So, the answer is less than 1. So, which is feasible, namely probability of finding more than 3 customers in the system is given by 5 by 6 whole power 4. So, we will see another example. customers arrive at a one-windowed driving bank according to a Poisson distribution with mean 10 per hour. So, in this case the information is given to you in terms of mean, average. So, instead of giving you as lambda, quantity given to you is in terms of the average. What is the link between the parameter and the average? As already observed earlier, we have mean is proportional inversely to the parameter. So, here the information to you has been given as mean 10 per hour. So, which means that 1 by lambda has been given because the time between arrivals is exponentially distributed. The relationship between the parameter of the exponential and its mean is inversely proportional. So, we have, if lambda is the parameter of the exponential distribution, then mean is equal to 1 by lambda. So, we have here mean is given as 10 per hour. So, which means that 10 hours. So, lambda is 1 by 10 per hour. Similarly, service time per customer is exponential with mean 5 minutes. So, which means that 1 by mu has been given as 5 minutes, therefore, mu is 1 by 5 per minute. The space in front of the window, including that of the service, can accommodate a maximum of 3 cars, otherwise they can wait outside the space. So, at this stage, just because a statement has been given, namely the space in front of the window including that for the service can accommodate only 3 cars, maximum of 3 cars, does not tell us that the capacity of the system is only to accommodate 3 cars, because followed by this there is a statement that others can wait outside the space. So, which suggests that the customers are not lost, namely there is no restriction on the capacity of the system. It is just that at the place where service is being undergone, there is space just to accommodate 3 cars. So, this is not a statement mentioning about capacity of the system. So, please be careful when you are going through some problems like this. So, and then we have the questions: what is the probability that an arriving customer can drive directly to the space in front of the window? What is the probability that an arriving customer will have to wait outside the indicated space? How long is an arriving customer expected to wait before starting service? The first question says, what is the probability that an arriving customer can drive directly to the space in front of the window? So, this can happen only when there are few customers in the system, either no customer or one customer. So, we will see how to calculate this probability. Next one is what is the probability that an arriving customer will have to wait outside the indicated space. So, when will a car will wait outside the indicated space? Only when there are at the most 3 cars in front of the space where the service is being done. So, we have to find the probability of 3 cars in the system. So, and then the third question is, how long is an arriving customer expected to wait before starting service? So, what is asked here is before starting service. So, what is the expected time the customer has to wait in the queue? So, WQ is the performance measure which is being asked here. The first 2 questions are based on probabilities. The third one is what is based on performance measure. Let us see now how to go about it. So, as observed earlier, lambda has been given 10 per hour, mu has been given 1 by 5 per minute. So, in these cases when you have to find rho is inevitable to be calculated in all the problems. As you see, all the performance measures involve rho or lambda and mu. So, it is mandatory that the units for lambda and mu, namely the arrival rate and the service rates, have to be the same, have to be uniform. So, in this problem we see that lambda has been given as 10 per hour and mu has been given as 1 by 5 per minute. So either you convert both the rates in terms of hours or convert both the rates in terms of minutes. Here mu has been converted or rewritten in terms of hours. So mu is 1 by 5 per minute, which is equal to 12 per hour. So this gives us rho equal to lambda by mu, which is 5 by 6 again less than 1. So now because rho is less than 1, the performance measures in the steady state can be used, and hence also the Little's formula can be used. So now the question of finding the probability of finding new arrival can directly go in front of the window. This is given by, so either in front of the window maximum 3 cars can be accommodated. With that in mind, it is possible that either there is no customer in the system, or there is one customer in the system, or there are at least 2 customers in the system. So when there are 2 customers in the system, a newly arriving car can directly get into that window where service is being done. So what we are required to write the probability is, it is either P0 or P1 or P2. These are all mutually exclusive. So we have to write the sum of the probabilities. So here we have, it is P0 plus P1 plus P2. P0 is 1 minus rho, P1 is rho into P0, or we can write that P0 is 1 minus rho, retain P0, then P0 plus rho P0 plus P2 is rho square into P0. So essentially we have P0 into 1 plus rho square, but P0 is 1 minus rho. So substituting this, rho is 5 by 6, so we get 91 by 216. So this is the value of, and obviously it is probability, so it has to be less than 1, so it is tallied here. Next question we saw was probability that a new arrival will have to wait outside the indicated space. So this is given by probability of n greater than or equal to 3. So if at most 3 customers are there in the indicated space, then any new arrival has to wait outside the indicated space. So at least 3 customers should be there for a newly arriving car to directly wait outside the indicated space. So we are to find probability of n greater than or equal to 3. So we will see how to find this, which is nothing but 1 minus of p of n less than 3. So which is nothing but, mathematical notation we have 1 minus of P0 plus P1 plus P2. But this we already found out in the previous subdivision, namely 91 by 216. So we have 1 minus of that, which is given by 125 by 216. Next question is expected time for the customers to wait in the queue. So this is given by WQ, and in terms of the Little's formula, this is LQ by lambda, which is given by LQ is rho square by 1 minus rho into 1 by lambda. So substituting all the expressions, we have values for the rho. We have 5 by 12 to be LQ. So WQ now is LQ by lambda, which is given by 1 by 24. So the units is we are using uniformly hours. So we have WQ is 1 by 24 hours. We will see another example. Arrivals at a telephone booth are Poisson with an average time of 12 minutes between one arrival and the next. This part of the sentence, it gives you the information about the average time of, it is the mean time between any 2 consecutive arrivals. So instead of giving you the arrival rate, the information has been given you as the mean time of arrival. So we know that mean time of the arrival is nothing but 1 by the arrival rate, that is lambda. So we have to accordingly convert the values given here. So the length of a phone call is assumed to be distributed exponentially with 4 minutes as the mean. So again the mean has been given as 4 minutes. So, mu is 1 by the mean, which is 4, 1 by 4 per minute. Now, we see that even the mean time between two consecutive arrivals has been given as 12 minutes. So, 1 by lambda is 12 minutes. So, that lambda is 1 by 12 per minute. So, we have both lambda and mu to be given in the same units. So, we can go further to find rho and answer other questions which are asked here. Let us see. The question asked are, find the average number of persons waiting in the system. So, this is direct, namely on an average what is the number of persons waiting in the system. So, which is nothing but LS which has been asked here, the performance measure. And then the next question is, what is the probability that a person arriving at the booth will have to wait in the queue? It is nothing but the probability of a new arrival having to wait in the queue has been asked. So, a queue can be formed if there is at least one person in the system. So, if one person is there, that person will be with the server, because this is a single server model we are discussing. So, one customer there in the system, that customer would be there with the server, and we have to find the probability of this quantity. So, B subdivision is this probability. C, what is asked is estimate the fraction of the day when the phone will be in use. So, essentially it is that when is the server busy. So, that is what is asked here, probability of finding the server busy. But again, as I said earlier, instead of asking you the probability, the question asked is estimate the fraction. So, indirectly this is nothing but the probability of finding the server to be busy has been asked. We will see how to answer these questions. So, it is been given that, as I said earlier, lambda is 1 by 12 per minute, mu is 1 by 4 per minute, and rho is 1 by 3, which is less than 1. So, the average number of persons in the system is given by LS, which is rho by 1 minus rho, which is half. And the probability of new arrival have to wait in the queue is given by P of n greater than or equal to 1. We said at least one customer should be there in the system. So, which is given by 1 minus no probability of finding no customer in the system. So, P naught, which is nothing but rho, which is the value of rho again is 2 by 3. Now, the last question asked was what is the probability that phone is busy. So, this is nothing but 1 minus of P naught, only then at least one customer there, the server will be busy. So, we have it is 1 minus P naught, that is rho, which is 1 by 3. Before concluding, let us see what we did today. We got started with the single server model, Markovian queuing model. We saw the steady state probabilities, the performance measures, and just started with the problems. So, we saw few examples where we had to discuss probability of the server being idle or the probability of server being busy, and we also saw how to find the steady state measures in the system, or regarding the number, or it is with respect to the waiting time. So, in the next lecture we will see more problems depending on how the waiting time has been given to us. Thank you.